Okay, so let's click on the assignment. And let's see. So there's two things you're going to need here. First, I'm going to click on the assignment. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right. So, all right. So here's, and so basically this is what you have to complete this worksheet. Okay. And that's it for the assignment. So there's an English option at the top. If you scroll down, you have it in Spanish as well. There it is in French, and you also have in Arabic. Okay. So whichever language you want to do it in, it's fine. You know, whatever you feel comfortable in, you can answer. If you write it in Arabic or French, I'll just, you know, do translation when I'm reviewing it to make sure you did it correctly. Okay. And please, after you're done, let's say, for example, you do it in French, then what you're going to do is you're going to delete the other ones, ¿ok? Cuando completen este trabajo, si por ejemplo lo hacen en francés, van a simplemente borrar la opción en español, la opción en inglés y todo eso para que solamente quede la opción que completaron, ¿ok? All right. So we're gonna work on in English together, and you know, uh, and yeah, so step by step, and hopefully you understand. Okay. Vamos a hacerlo paso por paso juntos aquí en la versión de inglés y a ver si pueden entender. Okay. So here's the direction. It says you must share your opinion about Jebediah Springfield using evidence in order to complete this assignment. Visit this website to find evidence to support your claim. Okay. So I'm going to click on this link, but we'll look at it together later. Okay, when it's time. But first we need to do the first one. Primero tienen que hacer el primer paso. So the first one is opinion and reason. Okay. And it says you need to choose one of the opinions to focus on to answer this question. Tienen que elegir una de estas opiniones para enfocarse en esta pregunta. Okay. And the question is, should Jebediah Springfield still be honored? Okay. La pregunta es si Jebediah Springfield debe de seguir ser honrado. Okay. So we have option one, which says Jebediah Springfield should not be honored anymore, like no more. And we have another option that says Jebediah Springfield should still continue to be honored. Que todavía debemos de seguir honrando Jebediah Springfield. So I want to see which one you guys are most interested in doing. So if on your Zoom, you're going to see a poll start. Van a ver que comienza un poll, una encuesta. So por favor elijan y responden a esa pregunta. The question is, should Jebediah Springfield still be honored? Please answer honestly. Like what? And remember, this is probably what you're going to focus on in your assignment. Es en lo que, quizás lo que se va a enfocar en su asignación. Entonces, you know, elijan honestamente.
Mm-hmm. And I believe we have close to 10 or 11 students. So
I'm seeing one of 13 votes.
yeah.
One person has voted. Thank you, the one person who voted.
Sí, escojan si sí o no.
Right,
si debería este hombre seguir siendo honrado en Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
Y esto es tu opinión. Like, it's your opinion, guys. If you say yes, it's fine. If you say no, it's fine.
Yeah. Remember that what we're practicing right now is not if your opinion is correct or no. We're practicing how you support your opinion. Okay. Recuerden que actualmente lo que estamos practicando es no si tu opinión está correcta o no. Estamos practicando cómo puedas apoyar tu opinión. So it doesn't matter if you say yes or no. It's fine.
Sí, coge una opinión que tú puedas comprobar que sí.
Okay. Got about half of the students voting already. Okay.
Half and half.
Mm-hmm. right? So I'm gonna give you all like just 15 more seconds. Voy a dar como 15 segundos más because I want to be able to show you the example. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm going to end polling and see what the results are. All right, everyone. So these were the results, okay? So it looks like just a little bit more of you say yes, that Jebediah Springfield should still be honored. And like so it was like almost half and half. Maybe if everyone participated, it would have been a bigger turnout for one of them. But it looks like the winner is should Jebediah Springfield still be honored? And you said yes. Okay. So let's use this idea. Hay que usar esta idea. Okay. So let me close the poll. All right. So let's go back here. And I'm just freaked out. Maybe it's not being shared. Okay. So so it looks like most of you are so it's the two options are Jebediah Springfield should not be honored anymore, and the other one is Jebediah Springfield should still continue to be honored. So it feels like most of you were choosing option 2. Okay. So this is the option that we're going to use as an example. Okay, este es lo que vamos a usar para ejemplo. So when you're doing your own work, cuando hacen su propio trabajo, you have to do this. You have to go ahead and delete the option that you're not choosing. Okay, so van a tener que borrar la opción que no van a usar. Okay, and then maybe move this up a little bit, and delete this thing that says option 2. Just erase that. All right, so now it's just left. Jebediah Springfield should still continue to be honored because, and look, you have to write an explanation, okay? You can't just leave it like this. No puedes decir simplemente que sí, debe de seguir siendo honrado. Tienes que dar un porqué. You have to give a reason why. So more of you here voted that he should still be continue to be honored. So can someone give a reason? ¿Alguien puede dar una razón por la que deben de seguir honrando a Jebediah Springfield?
Vamos a hablar, Aneuris, vamos a hablar.
Someone's doing research, like, let me see.
¿Por qué? Sí, ¿por qué deberíamos seguir honrando o esta gente del pueblo a Jebediah Springfield, Aneuris? ¿Qué piensas tú? ¿Por qué sí? ¿O por qué no? Or Brandy or Natalie.
Yeah.
Or anyone, guys.
Anyone.
There's 14 of us here. Aquí los que deberían estar hablando son los estudiantes. Carrie, Mascura.
Nefine, were you going to say something?
Miss Martin,
Sí.
yo pienso que yo no pude marcar nada ahí porque me salía close y no sé qué hacer. No sabía qué hacer.
Bueno, Nefine, ¿tú qué dijiste? ¿Dijiste que deberíamos seguir honrándolo o no?
Pues mi opinión
Ujú.
es no.
¿No? Ok, so dijiste que no. Bueno, Nefine, entonces tú, ¿por qué dices que no?
Bueno, yo pienso que no deberíamos, bueno, sí, de seguir honrándolo porque no es una persona lo que todas las personas piensan en el pueblo.
Okay.
Ok. So, que no es una persona que piensa en la gente. ¿Por qué no es ese tipo de persona?
Porque la gente piensa bueno, como él las ha engañado,
Mhm.
entonces las personas están confiadas,
Mhm.
están, o sea, con lo que él ha dicho en todo el tiempo que tienen o tenía de estar en el pueblo ese,
Mhm.
de estar diciéndole a las personas solo cosas, como cosas buenas, pues haciendo cosas buenas en el, en el pueblo ese,
Mhm.
o lo que sea,
Mm.
pero en realidad él no es lo que aparenta ser.
Okay. All right. So I think that's a good answer, Nefin. Creo que es una buena respuesta. So I'm going to make an adjustment here. So let me bring back the other option and we'll just focus because Nefin was willing to share his opinion. So now I'm going to bring back the other option. Okay. So we're going to do a switch. We're going to focus on option one. Jebediah Springfield should not be honored anymore because. So let me delete the option two. Let me delete where it says option one. All right, so then and let me summarize what Nefine said, okay? Nefine said, like, Jebediah Springfield should not be honored anymore because he was not the person that people thought he was. He lied to the people, and so he should not be honored anymore. Okay. And for the, in case you're following along, just so you understand, okay, I'll put a quick translation box up here. All right, so this is what Nifin said. Um, so, this is what we're going to focus on here. Okay, es en lo que nos vamos a enfocar. Um, yeah. All right, and I think what's good about Nefine's explanation is that it's clear, but it also doesn't give like a lot of like the details why. Okay, por lo que es bueno la explicación de Nefin es porque es claro, se entiende lo que está diciendo, pero tampoco da con muchos detalles. Um, so like the details are what you can include in the evidence. Okay, esos detalles extras que explican por qué Nefin cree esto, pues eso se puede explicar en la evidencia. Okay?
You
So,
got out of what?
yeah. So I think so that's why I think that Nefin's reason, his opinion is clear because it's kind of, and I think a lot of people, a lot of students, when they think of an opinion, they think it has to be very long. Okay? Lo que a veces lo que los estudiantes piensan es que una opinión debe ser muy larga, but it doesn't have to be that way. Like the more important thing is that it is clear. Lo más importante es que sea clara la opinión. Okay? All right. So now that we have a position, we're going to look for some evidence to support this, okay? Ya que tenemos una posición, una opinión, vamos a averiguar vamos a buscar evidencia que apoye eso. So let's say it says Jebediah Springfield should not be honored anymore because he was not the person that people thought he was. And it says that he lied, okay? So we need to find evidence that demonstrates that he was not Jebediah Springfield, like he said, that he lied to people, okay? So here for the evidence, it gives you a link to the website to find the evidence. So let's click on that. I know it's already open. Um, so you can find it in different languages. Um, and here are some evidence choices. You can use the prosthetic tongue. You can use Jebediah Springfield's Sacred Confessions. You can use a book called The True History of Springfield book by Zoward Hen. You can use a complete history of Springfield book by Hollis Hurlbut. You can use a testimonial from a World War II veteran, or you can use a newspaper article that says the bicentennial celebrations bring out the best in people. Um, if we're looking at these options, which do you think is a good option to help support Nefine's opinion? ¿Cuál de estas opciones crees que es buena para poder apoyar la opinión de Nefine? Remember that Nefine said that Jebediah Springfield should not be honored anymore because he was not the person that people thought he was. Que él no fue la persona que la gente crea y por eso no debe seguir ser honrado. So, which of these do you think is a good choice? ¿Cuál crees que es una buena opción?
I think Jebediah Springfield's secret confessions.
Okay. All right. Let's check it out, Mabruk. So let's click on that. All right. All right. So this might be one. So if you guys can, so now we have to find some evidence. Okay. Tienen que ahora buscar evidencia aquí. So what you have to do here is look for something that supports this idea that he was not the person that people thought he was. Tienen que buscar evidencia de aquí que apoye que él no fue la persona quien ellos pensaban. So remember that if you want to read this same thing in other languages, you can do so. The link is here. El link está aquí, bajo asignación. Aquí está Simpson's Evidence. Pueden buscarlo al igual que lo estamos viendo aquí. So, and I guess what we're looking for, like it says in the evidence, it says that you need to find like maybe a couple of sentences to support this, okay? Tienen que buscar como unas dos oraciones que apoye eso. Esa idea de que Jebediah Springfield no fue la persona a quien ellos pensaron.
Remember that whenever you're trying to find evidence, it's evidence to support your opinion. Cuando buscamos evidencia es para apoyar nuestra opinión. Entonces, si yo digo que esta persona es un embustero o fue una mentira, tengo que buscar evidencia que me diga que esto que él hizo era una mentira o la confesión de él. Eso es la evidencia.
So here on the screen, does anyone see anything that might be considered evidence that he is not the person that people thought? Aquí no hay ninguna evidencia que dice que demuestre que Jebediah Springfield no fue la persona a quien ellos pensaban.
Me, I see.
Mabruk, what do you see?
Firstly, I did not tame the legendary buffalo. It was already tamed. I merely shot it. And secondly, I have not always been known as Jebediah Springfield. Till 1796, I was Hans Springfield, murderous pirate, and the half-wits of this town will never learn the truth.
I was really hoping that Mabruk could read. Ha ha. Okay. So, all right. So Mabruk, I think that's all right. So I think that is. So I'm thinking, do we need the whole thing? Do you think? Do we need to put the part that says that he didn't tame the buffalo, that he only shot it? Because I feel like that might be something extra, right? Maybe we just need the second part that says, secondly, I have not always been known as Jebediah Springfield. Till 1796, I was Hans Springfield, a murderous pirate. All right. So I think this part is like the most important part. You might want to put that he insulted the people, but I think this part connects the best with what Nefin said. Creo que esta parte aquí conecta mejor con lo que dijo este Nefin, que él no fue la persona a quien ellos pensaban. Okay. So that's a good catch, Mabruk. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm just gonna, like, it's a simple pasting here. So it says quote or information. Now, since I'm copying, remember that you have to put this symbol. Tienen que poner estos símbolos porque lo están copiando.
The quotation marks.
Yeah, so like that. And quote. And of course, I'm gonna make this a little smaller so that it doesn't look ridiculous. Okay, there you go. So there you go. So you have some evidence there. Ya tienen alguna evidencia allí. All right. And another important thing about evidence, and this is true in science and history, like you need to tell where the source comes from. Tienen que poder decir de dónde viene esta información. Tienes que poder buscarla, encontrar y presentarla muy obviamente. Okay. So up here in every evidence you see on the website, it says source. So right here, the source is the Secret Confessions of Jebediah Springfield. So I'm going to copy this And right here on top, it says source. So you need to just paste or write the source there. There you go. And of course, this is too big because of the copying. So make sure you put it the right size and the right color too. Okay, so there you go. So now you have a evidence, like it comes from a primary source. It comes directly from Jebediah Springfield. Tiene una buena evidencia aquí porque es una evidencia que viene directamente de Jebediah Springfield. Entonces es una fuente primaria. You have here some information that connects to this, right? This information connects with this, right? Esta información conecta con esto, right? So in the analysis, you need to just explain, how does this information connect to this? En la análisis tienes que simplemente como explicar cómo esta evidencia conecta con lo que está escrito en la opinión. So Mabruk, it seems like you were able to find that evidence. How do you know? Explain how it connects. How does the confession evidence connect to the opinion?
Mm-hmm.
This evidence connects to the opinion
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because all the people in the town don't know the what Jebediah Springfield was real, like his
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so all right, I think I know what you're saying.
his
All the
personality.
Mm-hmm. You can say that it demonstrates, right? It demonstrates, or it shows that it was a different person than the one people really believe he is.
So you're saying the people in all the people in town did not know who the real Jebediah Springfield was. Okay, and so who was he then? Who was he, Mambruk?
He was a pirate.
Oh, and I guess I'll say the evidence demonstrates
Mm-hmm.
that he was a pirate.
And his name, his real name was Hank
Sprung,
Springfield.
Sprungfield, yes.
On Springfield. Okay. Okay. So, and all right. So I think that's a good connection, Mabruk. So this I think you're explaining how this connects to the opinion. That's good. I think that's what you. And remember, I think for the analysis, if you want to make it better than just making a connection, si quieren como decir, hacer tu análisis mejor, más de simplemente explicar cómo esta evidencia conecta con la opinión. Remember that you need to like clearly answer the question. Recuerden que tienen que como claramente responder a la pregunta. The question here is, should Jebediah Springfield still be honored? So you can explain that more in the analysis. You can say, this shows that Jebediah Springfield should not be honored because,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can give an explanation why. And
Because
yeah, my bro.
people did not already know the truth about Jebediah Springfield. So if people
Mm-hmm.
and people hear the truth or get the truth, they will be disappointed with Jebediah.
Okay, honored because people would because people in the town would maybe not be disappointed and not celebrate him if they knew the truth about him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, so there you go. And I think that makes that analysis a lot better. And yeah, so this is your assignment. So Nefin, thank you for the opinion. And Mabruk, thank you for finding the evidence and explaining how it connects. And that's it. That's the assignment. Okay. So actually, let me stop the record.
And guys, if you need additional help with this,